All right, y'all. So I'm a little late with this, but we're finally looking at your Gekishin gameplay clips. I did tweet out this. How long ago was that actually? On the 4th of November. So it's been about a week, right? I think that's enough time though for anyone to leave these clips below. And I'm right here with Cherry, who's there, Dubai Lububu 67, if you didn't know. And I'm here with Mike as well. Both of them really great DPS. Hello. Yeah, hi Mike. Mike's actually just recently hit top 100 in DPS, if I'm not mistaken. So these guys know what they're talking about. Unfortunately, Rose could not attend for this one because it's a little late, but I think Rose did respond to some of the kind of tweets there. If there's anything really important that Rose needs to respond to, maybe I'll just edit in the video post recording. But we're gonna take a look here and see what people are gonna post. I think I did intend for this to be for people to improve by us giving them advice, but I feel like some people, based on the responses I initially saw, just gave clips that I thought were cool. Honestly. So any beginner's thoughts or just like general guidances you guys want to give to the players who are just watching this video in case they want to improve?
I would say do not run steel skin. That is yeah. Dude, I've seen because I checked a little bit of the clips out before, but the amount of people who run it is kind of crazy because like I would say that that's kind of the fault of Gekishin Squadron because they don't really give you the numbers on it, right? But the difference of utility that steel skin and barrier are, it's just like too much of a gap, man. Like I feel like a lot of people need to realize that steel skin kind of sucks.
Yeah. What about you, Cherry? Well, just generally, what advice?
Yeah,
would you
just
give?
fix solid barrier for the second card. It does too much defense reduction. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's like a 70-80% defense reduction, right?
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, just safe cards will always be Snowball, Solid Barrier, then Limit Breaking Jump. Those are just like the big three of these Divine Draw cards, right? And those really impact how the matches could go. And you need to make sure, especially if you're fighting someone who has Solid Barrier, you want to make sure that you get rid of that before you throw your big attacks out, because then you could throw just a Spirit Bomb raw at the enemy, but they just take so much little damage because of the fact that they still have their barrier up, for example. So you got to be careful with how you go around with solid barrier is what I would say too. But anyways, let's just take a look here at some of the replies. So this one right here, can't pose a clip and it's a different type of question, but something weird happened. You're fighting or first tower upper lane, you press your skill 3 button topo wildly before a recharge and somehow you spawn on the enemy's last bottom lane. Why did that happen? I think that's just a glitch.
Yeah, that's a bug.
That just sounds like a bug.
I've gotten that glitch with Gohan a lot. I don't know why. Like sometimes it'll just vanish and then it'll just be like, oh, you're in the middle now. Like what?
Yeah, I saw that with Gotenks before. It's kind of funny.
That's
so
true, yeah.
There's not something specifically like it's like, oh, I did this on purpose. No, it's a glitch that happens. Yeah, this is me just saying I delayed this by accident. And that was it for the quotes. So let's take a look here. No. This one is okay. We'll play this one right here. This one. So this is me getting mad at Aurum. You want to explain who Aurum is to the community, Jerry?
Just don't spray when you queue up.
If you see someone with Aurum and their name, disconnect is what I'd say, right?
Yeah, dodge them.
All right, so let's see this right here. So this is Special Beam Cannon can change the tide of a battle in an instant. Let's take a look at this kind of tweet here. Okay, so it's just Project Special Beam Cannon. Did quite a lot of damage. I mean, just Piccolo cooking, really, and the team wipe right there. So it just has multiple clips of you hitting the Special Beam Cannon. You lined that up pretty well, actually. Actually, no, never mind. I lied. Was that a double KO? Okay.
That was cool.
That's pretty good. I'm not sure how we could like kind of critique this and for you to prove, but you know,
you guys use Major Metallic, so you could break open the wall for special beam.
Yeah, I guess that's one thing, right? I mean, Cherry's just like a mad scientist, where Cherry just runs Major Metallic just to break down the walls and to kind of create openings. Like right there, you probably could have aimed not where you were right here, but even right here and get a clearer shot of the enemies potentially.
I'm pretty sure Special Beam goes through walls.
Does it?
Does it?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Oh yeah, it does actually. You're correct. If we take a look here, but either way, it could be just for better positioning as well. Even if it breaks through walls, just like better
light
sight.
Yeah.
Light grenade as well, as that could
I would
be
say
an
light
option.
grenade, yeah, that would be another thing too. Is that light grenade doesn't go through walls?
It
so
does
just having that
penetrate walls.
Also
Yes,
available.
right there. It does say it penetrates walls, but still, like in case you need better positioning, it could always be useful. Just like an A, I guess that's one thing you could bring up about it. But this is some pretty good Piccolo cookery right here, honestly. I mean, not much really to say from here. I mean, I don't know if we need to watch the rest, but GG, that's pretty good.
I was gonna say one thing that I did notice is that one, the positioning was really good of the Piccolo, that's for sure. And the other thing I would say as well is not that the Piccolo needed the damage output, but sometimes if you know you're gonna be in a position with Piccolo, staying in that same spot, putting World King down, yeah, because I don't think a single clip had it where he put World King down. So even to just get that like little bit of extra damage, you know, can always just help, and you never know if it's gonna change the tide of battle. You know, it's just a little extra damage, if anything, you know.
Just in case, like one of them is straying out there,
because it'll help you confirm a lot more with the light grenade, you know, so you don't have to specifically always go for special beam,
especially against bosses. That could always be useful too. Not always a necessary thing, and you see right here,
right there, for example, World King would have just killed. Not that it didn't really matter.
Not that it was the biggest deal, but still, you never know.
It wasn't there. Yeah.
Also, to be fair, this is where, again, running Piccolo with Vegeta or Cooler is really, really good, as you're able to just hold him down.
5-9 Emma right there.
And that's that right there as well. But like, either way, like running Cooler with a character that could help hold, or Cooler, running Piccolo with a character that could help hold him down would be a really, really good idea.
Yeah, Rildo is always a really good option to run with Piccolo, and that's why you usually want to go down with Piccolo just to help set up those shots, you know.
Yeah, Rildo as well could be very, very huge. Anything but Bojack Guide E5 to S rank. Like, do I just like make an alt account called Bojacking it and then solo queue E5 to S rank? Like, that sounds like hell.
That'd be pretty fun and hell.
It sounds like hell, bro.
Fun for us, but not for you.
Yeah. You recommend the section 5 minutes 39 seconds to 7 minutes 23 seconds. Okay, let's take a look here. Hopefully that there's no let's see, you feel like you popped off objectives, KOs, defending towers, all without being KO'd. Yeah, okay, might want to mute because of copyright. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. So 5:39. So this is pretty much about right here. Let's just take a look. So you say you popped off right here. So you have a purple eye. You're a mobile player. Okay, interesting. So right here, I mean, it's just you taking care of boss solo. That's cool. You are very low HP right here.
Yeah, you can solid barrier.
This is one good thing that I think a lot of people don't know to do in tower. I see a lot of people stand still in tower. You always want to move around, especially if you're facing certain enemies that could just like beam you and kill you instantly, like Super Saiyan 3 Goku. If you just stand still in here, you're just gonna get kind of hit by his beam over and over. Or Piccolo could one-shot you through here if you're just like staying still. You want to make sure you keep moving around in tower, and also when you leave tower, you'll keep the movement speed up compared to if you have to just restart from the beginning, especially if you're like a tank character, I think, as well, because they're very slow with their startup. Cherry right here could probably give the best advice, as Cherry is a Daima Goku main right here, so anything up to 7 minutes 30 seconds. Anything you're noticing or just saying? I'm just like,
yeah, good defense. I think he used the bomb, poke it, like smack the bomb to them.
Yeah,
like
from that distance, you could have been like when you were pushed back right here, you probably could have thrown the bomb like right here. After this oop did that, you probably could have went back. I'm not.
I was gonna say another thing too. If it's meat buns, and I'm assuming it is, they could have just metalliced the space right below them as well and gotten the health too.
Yeah, and just went back.
They could have just Yeah, and just put it right there
'Cause
because
your
there was only
metallic is
like 1
ready.
second of tower. Yeah.
Yeah, because it looked
'Cause
like,
usually you don't want to go back to tower if you know that someone's really close to it as
and
well.
they were both really low as well. You probably could have metallics, like went back metallic and then just went back over there and killed them, or even from around here, you could have likely just used your bomb pen and then shoot it over to them. Because if I'm not mistaken, they were low, right? At least the Caulifla right there was pretty low. You probably could have killed, but it's fine. Not the biggest deal of all time, but yeah, that's something you could have definitely done. And also instead of going back to heal at tower potentially, but there's a nice use of metallic right there actually, just as we were talking about.
Yeah. Okay, that's a
That was pretty
call.
good. Mobile layout looks so weird.
Good ult. Yep.
Also, I realized you're using a giant slayer as well.
Yeah, replace it with solid barrier because Goku Mini's HP is super low and you don't want to like risk anything.
Yeah.
Your snowball stacks.
Yeah, and it's like Diamond Goku will do. Oh, okay, wait, right there. Diamond Goku is gonna be able to do a lot of damage regardless, especially if you're able to get the snowball stacks anyways. I guess like because you have metallic, like you could be like, oh, I'm gonna go giant slayer because there's meatball buns and I could get metallic and heal back up anyways. But you're just kind of risking yourself, especially with how much burst damage is available in this game. You just like the barrier card is just so good. And I think they said to 730, right? If I'm not mistaken, that they kind of popped off. So let's take a look here.
723.
723. Okay. Go Tanks
I would
is
say
pushing
them
it there, too.
getting backstab is also a really good thing too because you could always just go inside of the clouds and just keep spamming the pansy bomb over and over and over again because the cooldown is so low with it.
Yep. That was a good retreat.
Nice, that was good. Confirmed too.
Set that up pretty nicely. Okay. You see you cooking. Good job. How do I uninstall? Well, I mean, there's multiple ways you could do that, but I would go to the Steam page and then go to the game and uninstall from there. So, another clip from Black Feather, best mushroom cannon. You're losing because of hit or Deborah. Why did I say hit? That's crazy. Let's take a look here. Oh dang,
That's
you
a
got like
crazy
3 of them
lineup.
maybe. Oh my god,
That was a good turn. Very nice
That was
turn. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Easy.
that was amazing.
That was a disgusting special cannon hit. Yeah, that's good. That's actually a retweet, man.
They got clotheslines
Not the-
from it too, dude.
Not a clip. How the fuck do you do this bad? Oh my god!
Topo just came out. Chill. I imagine it's like the first day Topo.
Yeah, this
came
is
out or something.
one of the because Topo came out earlier this month, right? No, actually, Topo came out at the end of last month, didn't he? Or am I crazy?
I don't remember.
I don't
I
remember.
don't know.
But,
It's Topo. Who cares about Topo?
I mean, yeah. 011 Topo is crazy. I mean,
that's interesting.
the thing is, Topo right here, he's taking a lot of damage from these enemies. Maybe I feel like Topo was too aggressive and too pushy with his counter. I see a lot of people be very.
What was he was going up against?
Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Trunks. I think, and there's 17 here. I mean, this is just like a cooked lineup, anyways. I mean, Cell 17 up against Gotenks and Vegeta. It's just like, even though Trunks is on the team, Trunks, I would argue, is in a better spot right now than Topo. The thing is, I think a lot of people are very proactive with Topo's counter. Because again, you see this guy has a lot of damage received from enemy heroes. So he was probably popping that counter a lot. Probably really focused on trying to land the counter hits. I clicked on Don't Get Necro by accident. But Topo's counter is like good, but you can't be super proactive or pushy with it because it's very easy to avoid. You can vanish out of it. You can get punished very, very easily. I don't know. I that's what I'm thinking happened here. Topo probably just tried really hard to land a lot of counters. That's my best guess, but I can't really see more beyond this, honestly. Oh yeah, there's
on top of that, I wouldn't be surprised if the Gotenks, because he also has a lot of kills on that too, right? I wouldn't be surprised if Gotenks was also bullying the Topo a lot, just because of the fact that Topo can be stunned out of his counter. So if you're using something like Gotenks and then using his one, if you're using the Shockwave for like Super Saiyan Goku, for example, Topo has like a lot of things that counter his counter, you know?
Yeah, because
so
if Topo
that's another
gets
thing to think about as well.
if Topo gets staggered out of the counter, then he doesn't actually launch the ball or can continue the counter. So that's one thing about this guy that's a little bit unfortunate. Not a because you got blackout drunk. Okay, what else could you do at this point besides the teammates you get that are ridiculous? I mean, it is at the end of the day up to teammates. So you were Sal, 10 kills, 4 death or 4 assists. You got the tower. I mean, like I said, that's why we're asking for clips, because I can't really say anything about this. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know, like maybe your Super Saiyan 3 Goku wasn't ITing enough. Maybe your Topo was too pushy. Maybe your Gotenks focused on backdooring instead of helping with bosses. Like, there's many things that could have happened during this game. At the end of the day, it looks like this Super Saiyan Goku was able to do pretty decent. And I don't know, there just wasn't really a lot of kills that went on. Maybe it's possible you let yourselves open to backdooring. I could say so many guesses, but I don't know. I can't really say for sure, right? Look how hard you carried with Diamond Goku. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Look at that. Yeah, that's crazy. 311 Trunks, 17 Zamasu. That's a crazy carry right there. I mean, if you lost this game, it's not on you. Like, a game like this especially. It's just like, it just depends on the teammates you have brought up with you.
Bro, Hit did better than the Trunks.
Yeah, that's oh, this person should never play Trunks again, bro. I don't know. So what are the better clips you have? Let's take a look here. Just you backdooring.
Nice. Yeah, that's good.
That's a good backdoor. They're all focused. Sometimes people in this game, people get really like kill hungry and like don't realize that they're being backdoored.
Mm-hmm.
Got turned to candy there, unfortunate, but I assume you're able to get away. Yeah, that's the thing with Baby. That's unfortunate, is that move pushing people away is just not the greatest. Nice Roto right there into the ult, and then just space around. Right there, you probably could have just gone for the meatball instantly, but you still were able to get it, so that's fine. It's pretty good. I realize you're running firstly right here. Okay, you're running defense step, I believe, and what's the Broly card? Berserker? It's not Berserker, right? But it's that's the Link and
Prepare to
Dokkan.
Die, I think.
Prepare to Die, yeah. I would just not run either of those cards, honestly. Yeah. Especially like the thing about like these chain characters is that if you double vanish, you're able to likely escape better, because right here if you had double vanish right here, you probably would have been able to get away a lot easier than just having defense step. But since you only had the one vanish, you were able to get caught. I feel like if you had both of the vanishes, you would have been up here probably and then been able to get away, because you would have had more leeway to start up your actual flying animation. But tanks are very slow with that, and the defense you get up, I believe that with the defense step, it's only a certain period of time you have that defense up. No, at least at the top of my head,
if I remember correctly,
it is. But you probably would have been able to run away and get shield and had a safer play. Or if you had barrier, you could have taken less damage in this interaction right here. I guess not really, because you did get hit by the candy, right? And you would have taken the same amount of damage likely. You might have taken less though. That's the thing, right? You did do really good with just how you space them out. You did really good with making sure you got that meat bun right here. They did a misplay though. They could have very easily, Baby could have maybe gone this, especially with the rotor right there, but you're able to, like, Baby should have stole this from you is what this Baby should have done, and then Baby probably would have been able to kill you there. But because Baby didn't do that, you're able to actually kill Baby. So you got lucky that they kind of misplayed, is what I'd say. still, you did pretty well with what you had there, and you were able to heal up, and I assume get the W, so it's pretty good.
I was also going to add as well, if for whatever reason this cooler was doing like super well and decided, okay, I'm going to go for an offense build because I'm fine defensively. I have a couple levels more than like the Daimogoku, who I believe was like level 8. And you just want to keep doing more damage and more damage, especially because you're in a lot of these fights, right? I feel like going Giant Slayer is going to be a lot better than Prepare to Die. Even in this clip, for example, right? Both people he fought were above 80% HP, and that boost lasts the entirety of the battle. So rather than only getting that for under 50%, and I don't remember how long or how good the effect lasts for, having Giant Slayer instead to just continuously have that boost would have been better in my opinion.
Especially right here, Baby was still above the HP threshold, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it lasts until end of battle, so it doesn't matter. As long as he continuously fights them, when he was under tower and they were both at max HP, it would have activated from that point on.
Yeah, but still, even if it wasn't activated, or if it like deactivated because he actually ran away a little bit here, so I think that still counts as the interaction. But I get your point. Like, regardless, it is a thing where you should have grabbed Giant Slayer even if you were going an offensive build. Still did overall good with what you could work with. All right, you've been waiting for something like this. We have 4 clips right here, so let's take a look. Okay, so
Nice.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. I know Mike plays Super Saiyan 3 Goku a lot more, so any comments on that, or just like...
No, just classic Super Saiyan.
Just Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That's just Super Saiyan 3 Goku, man, right? Let's take a look here. That was a good provoke, honestly. Yeah, just iframe to the Dragon Fist. One thing I noticed, you're running all defense cards. What I will say is that I'm waiting to hear back, but someone brought up about like using Steel Skin and Cleave because of her passive and how her passive works, because she already reduces damage, if I'm not mistaken, right? If we take a look here, Cleave was already very tanky, right? Especially with this right here, enemies you provoked would deal less damage to you because of this passive. I wonder how useful Steel Skin might be on Caulifla compared to a lot of other characters. But you also have Guardian, what's it called? Guardian's Wish, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Guardian Angel.
Guardian Angel,
Guardian
right?
Angel.
I don't memorize all the names of the cards, but I mean, I still would. With Caulifla, I actually do run Snowball over Build Up. I think Build Up could be good as well. It's situational. But I would still probably go Barrier and then kind of let me brick and jump here, but it's not the worst idea. But instead of Guardian Angel, I would probably just rather take, like, if we're going for a defensive card, defense step, but that's just me personally. Yeah, you just started off pretty well though. That was the only reason why you were able to live there was because of the fact that you did have build up, and likely because of Steel Skin compared to Barry, honestly. So that's very valid. I do notice that you max out the ultimate over skill 3 right here, which is her Barrier. Her ultimate's good, like when it's maxed out, so I understand it because it actually has a pretty wide range and it does give her speed up. But I say good like in quotations because it's more so like mid, honestly. I don't know why I even said good. You would more likely prefer to have her skill 3. Right here, you probably could have used her skill 3 to kind of avoid the Spirit Bomb, because her skill 3 actually does block enemy energy attacks right there. So that could have been a lot less riskier if you decided, hey, I have skill 3 here, especially if you had skill 3 maxed out. You could have just avoided all this damage right here that you took. I know that, you know, you're going for the Dragon Ball and you're just trying to do as much damage as possible, but in certain situations, if this team was a little more maybe coordinated or had like a buffer like Kid Gohan available instead of 17, like you might have taken enough damage and died there. Not that it really mattered because you already won, but that's just like, just in general for even just future interactions, if you get what I mean.
On top of that, I would also say because it pushes people away too, and because the range is like so wide once it's maxed out as well, that I usually would prefer taking that over as well.
Yeah.
Because it just pushes people off. All your teammates could always just get the Dragon Shell.
So there's more Super Saiyan 3. So just protecting tower. So this is a situation where I assume you brought it back from holding tower. And again, you're running triple reds here. Pursuer? That's Berserker, yeah. Never run this card.
Yeah.
Never
Backstab.
Backstab. Easy.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan 3.
Backstab solid barrier.
The thing about
Usual.
backstab, I wonder if I should just literally open the game. The thing about backstab is
Wasn't that Wicked Warrior for the third part?
I literally don't.
I don't even know
what
the
the name
name.
is. I think it's Wicked Warrior. It's the Spopovich.
Yeah.
One, right.
Yeah.
It does increase the rush attack damage you do. You're not really going to be rush attacking with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, like ever, pretty much, right? I mean, this does again boost rush attack damage. You have to land 3 rush attacks in a row. Just because even with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, it's like the big rush attack damage he deals is that first hit he does when he has his bar fully filled up. So you're not even going to really take much of an advantage of this. Like, if anything, even Pursuer could be better because land attacks an enemy hero with 2 skills within 2 seconds. I don't know if I never tested if IT counts for this. I would just go backstab because again, within 3 seconds of being discovered, you land a skill. That's his IT Kamehameha, and then you have your Kamehameha cooldown halved, which is just really impactful, especially when you're making a big push. Then I think you had, like, we can take a look here. You had Giant Slayer, which, you know, I would take, like, Giant Slayer is fair if you're kind of going for an offensive build. But I always would recommend still just going solid barrier. Okay, well, you got lucky with that 18, just like going AFK. Also, I don't know where your Piccolo's at. Like, where that enemy Piccolo's at. Did they like just
charging something?
I feel like they just. Where is he? Is he charging back there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What happened?
Did you just iframe it? It's Kohler. He iframed it, didn't he?
Oh, it's
Oh no, it's
Kohler.
bait. No,
Oh,
not bait.
what?
Boo.
It's Boo.
What the?
Was it because he was behind the dragon shell? I don't know, but 18 through. Hey, this 18 through so hard. She actually just mega threw.
Oh
She
my
didn't even
gosh.
try to fight back, bro. She gave up. She was like, "It's over."
Just did like a second to register what just happened.
Yeah, she was like, "Huh?"
Like,
She didn't even.
yeah, that's messed up.
She was messaging in Discord. I got this, guys.
TTV chat. This was so easy. Just puts controller down. It goes to get a drink. Goes back to a lost screen. So this is against Topo. You're running gammas. Okay. So you're running build up on gammas. What you're doing in the gameplay clips is fine, but it's the cards that I'm questioning. Build up gammas, huh?
A core breaker. Okay, that's what happened here.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, that was pretty good. That was a good code breaker.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And then Topo's right there. They're about to get killed. So, I mean, that was a really good core breaker. Really good timing for that. Huge. That was pretty good. But yeah, overall that was good. Not much to say besides the cards I'm questioning, but yeah. I just like build up gammas. I don't understand. Like, am I crazy? We saw this one already with the cooler. These are only clips you have long enough to determine anything about your skill. Let's take a look here. Muxy Zombie. Let's see. So you have a lot of help right here as Khalifa. Oh my goodness. That was because of a max burst, huh? Okay. W finish against Frieza. I would say, again, this Popovich card on Khalifa. I'm not sure the reason for that actually. You did pretty well holding on there. That was close. I mean, maybe Steel Skin could have helped out there quite a bit, but that was a really good push, honestly. You positioned yourself pretty decently well. Nothing crazy, but it's not bad. I feel like they didn't do well, like at all. Like, I don't know. Like this Daimagoku could have zoned you a little better. He kept pushing it right in your face when Daimagoku could very easily range someone. That was a good ult from Daimagoku, but I don't know. I feel like the enemy team fumbled massively there, is what I would say. But anything you guys think or nah?
Dude, what is it with people in Wicked Warrior?
I don't know.
it's for rush attack damage, dude.
You did light it 3 times too, which is like.
Yeah, like hell. If you're going an attack card for Khalifa, I feel like Pursuer is just gonna be overall better for you because all you have to do is land 2 skills in 2 seconds. So it's just
you did that in the clip as well, so
yeah,
that's what I would recommend. Check this out with the second worst DPS in the game. Oob. I mean, I wouldn't say Oob was the second worst DPS in the game. That's probably...
Yeah, it's Topo.
Topo? Would it be Topo? I think so. Like, unironically. Like, who would be the second worst DPS right now? Because the worst DPS would be Bojack. I would take...
Maybe Deborah?
I would take Topo over Deborah. I would say Deborah would be second worst. Like, if we're gonna rank from bottom to top, it'd be like Bojack, then Deborah... And then I would probably say Topo. Then would it be Oob? Because if we're talking about Oob, I like Gamma's better, I like Kale better, I like Mini Goku better, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan Goku. I guess between Oob Trunks, I would take Piccolo over Oob, right? I don't know, maybe I'm underrating Oob, but either way. Provoke is dumb, you recalled because you're stupid. Okay, let's see. I mean, they just didn't kill you. Yeah, they just didn't kill you there. I mean, you got a team wipe. Also, yeah, that recall was a bit silly right there. That recall, that's actually like half a tower's worth damage, but it doesn't matter. At
least they surrendered. At least they surrendered.
So what was the enemy team? 17, 18, Zamasu, and Super Saiyan 3. I think Super Saiyan 3 didn't even IT, right? Like, did he IT single time? That's Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Like, what was he doing? I don't know.
He used the fist move, whatever, the Twin Dragon fist move.
I wonder what he maxed out. Also, finding someone with Snowball, Shield, and then Limit Breaking Jump, right?
Yeah, that Snowball nuked their health with the ultimate.
Yeah.
The one thing I would say is, the only thing I would probably say to try to improve is, you know that the people on the bottom left are trying to get over towards you and they're trying to group up with you, and then Khalifa kind of like groups up and then they kind of move over to the right. I feel like probably merging back to the left would have been better, because then again, everyone's able to just go around Khalifa, and thankfully her ult saved her, but if it wasn't for that, her team could have made up for it. But you can't, like,
I mean, realistically, you could have saved the ultimate for a max burst in this situation right here, right? Especially with so little time.
But I think the only reason why they lived was probably because of that. Because remember, it puts on the
that's what I'm saying. Like,
effects.
That's where they should have, like you said, they came back over here to this side. They should have stayed back around here with their teammates.
Right. Because like they go in and then they like try to team up with her, and then because
be
she keeps
fair-
going to the right, they have to play catch up with her. in a
I think
sense.
that this Super Saiyan 3 IT'd right here, right? That's what he did, yeah.
I think he did.
So like if she pushed this way, that could have hurt her teammates, I guess, but
Or use the her ability to push everyone back, and that, remember that also blocks the energy.
yeah,
as well.
you could have used that
So
here.
blocks both the energy from Super Saiyan through Goku while protecting your teammates, but also allows them again to push in. To
It
help
also
you
does a
out.
little damage. You could have killed one of these characters that had like very low HP. But yeah,
Right.
that's pretty much it.
Good play though.
Any good knowledge is someone who plays really well with Hit. So Hit is a character that I think a lot of people kind of figured out how to deal with him, at least on like higher ranks. Hit can be very annoying. Really, you just gotta watch out for Shu. If you see Shu, you don't want to play into the enemy and then just like get marked with Shu, because even if you go invisible, you're just like a free fish, right? The unfortunate thing with Hit is that Gotenks is out, and a lot of people play Gotenks. Gotenks just counters this guy. Shu counters him. You just really need to be good at spacing. You need to prioritize like using ultimates really good. You have to be a really good team player, I feel like. You could also try to take advantage of being able to backdoor with Hit if you're able to like just know okay, this is a good time for me to backdoor or not. Maybe try to get a pick or two off, and then from there you could try to backdoor, because it's either they stop you from backdooring and then your team gets some sort of objective, or you just successfully backdoor after you get a pick, because especially at that point there's only so much that they could do with the limited amount of team members that they have, is what I would recommend for him. Also, take advantage of clouds and bushes. Those could be your greatest ally, especially just to unsuspecting people. Like you could even set yourself up ready to just like demolish someone who's trying to backdoor you yourself by waiting around in a nearby bush or a cloud, right? And just like demolish them. That's my recommendation for Hit, honestly, though. Or just don't pick him. That's what I would say. Bojack, let's take a look here. Just a quick clip. I mean, that was a good positioning for Bojack ult.
Notice how I didn't kill bosses though. This is because
Yeah, it was a
Bojack
bunch of
sucks.
assists.
Oh,
Oh, she flashed
Look
on
at that,
you
dude.
too. If it was Snowball, then it
shit.
probably would have killed.
Bojack versus
Kid
Shaco
Gohan's-
at 2 HP.
okay, that's funny. That is funny. It is just an assist, but still, it did a little bit of damage. Probably didn't really do anything at the end of the day, but you know what? Sure. The Frieza clip is your favorite. Dado Doya. Okay. Is this you in a Dado video? Or is this just like Dado?
Oh yeah, it's, look at him.
Man, Dado, you're so good at this game. was that you? Was that you? That is you. That was a really good
Nice.
snipe. He's back there, yeah. That was a really
That's
good
why you
snipe.
don't walk in a straight line
That's-
with Piccolo.
That's one thing with
hey,
Piccolo.
by the way, that's the reason why you got to go barrier. Look at his
yeah.
cards. He didn't go
Right there,
barrier.
if Dado had barrier right there, he would have actually lived that. Another thing with Piccolo, I feel like a lot of Piccolo players don't know. For some reason, like you just read the kits firstly. This does more damage the farther you are from the enemy. So if your enemy's like right here in front of you, and then you shoot it out right there, you're gonna do like 2 damage. You need to make sure that you stay back a good amount of distance, right? It did so much damage here because Dado was so far away. That's why it one-shot him. I mean, if Dado had barrier, he'd be fine. But
There's
that's
also skill boost 1 game too, so it's just
That's
even
wild.
more.
I mean, that's where you just need to make sure you have that really good positioning. Okay. So here's Garage.
Bro,
Garage is playing with Abe? Okay.
Wait, right, did you all? I didn't use my ult. Okay. Holding on to a
special beam?
I think this is the
What's going on
Frieza
here?
clip.
Yeah, Frieza's dead.
Can you get some chip damage in?
Yeah, we should be able to
It
take
should
this.
fall.
Actually, no, it's 2 seconds left.
Ah, okay.
Damn. So close.
It's much closer.
Damn, Piccolo double killed us.
No way. That's actually, dude. Okay, you're kind of cooking with Piccolo right there. Also, Garch is running Gekishin high. You know what? Go to. You know what? We'll just fight. Okay. And this is your own. Oh, this is US Frieza. Okay, let's see. I think this is the
Charlie
Frieza clip they're talking about. I mean, yeah. I guess Super Saiyan 3 IT'd on you and then you just like bursted it. So that's pretty funny. Sorry, Bon.
Yeah, good.
That's pretty good. Oh, that's a team wipe potentially, right? Oh yeah.
Oh no, poor Oob.
That's pretty good.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Huge. And you buy some Frieza gameplay. I mean, you saw some really good Frieza gameplay right there. You found it to be one of the more enjoyable characters. You want to know if you could improve where you are. You have this neat little clip from a team fight. So again, we're always going to look at cards first. Good cards, honestly. There's like safe cards. Like there's nothing wrong with what you're doing here. Let's take a look here. The thing about Frieza is I feel like where you place Zarbon and the Doria really matter a lot. Luckily, you have the bushes, so they're kind of hidden. But your enemy is able to see the outline of Zarbon. So if I was fighting here, I would have just like they rushed in the front here. I would have gone around instead of going in from the top. Or just honestly, I wouldn't even push in here at all if it was just by himself. But you need to be careful where you place your Zarbon and the Doria, because of the fact that if they're able to just kind of go around and just kill him, you lose that guy for like 30-45 seconds, right? Your positioning really matters. You need to make sure you're on top of them and you recall them at an appropriate time is really what you do for there. Your burst is very massive. When you burst, you need to do it at the best timing.
Oh, they are super grouped up.
Yeah, these guys were all grouped up right here. Their mistake was they kept trying to push in here with your Frieza right there and all four of them right there. And they went in one by one like flies and they got killed. Which is where you could take advantage of that with your Zarbon, right? Because you just do so much damage with Zarbon.
I don't think.
If we take a look here,
if it's inside of the,
you're the Doria that get killed. What happened?
I was gonna say I don't think you can see the outline of them if they're in the bushes though. But I probably would have just placed the Zarbon and Doria just a little bit further back.
Yeah, that's
another
what I would
thing
say.
that some people forget too, which also could have helped out in this as well, is that don't forget that the supernova of Frieza also does decrease all of the damage that enemies do. It gives all attack down as well. So if you're in a team fight like that, even just having the ult go down, if it doesn't hit anyone, if they're all grouped up like that, they do less damage because of it. So it's like it not only hurts, but it also makes it where they do less damage. So it's
It could
really
be
good
useful as a
placement of ult there
defensive
too.
tool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you did fine there, but it's really just making sure you are watching Zarbon and the Doria, because especially with Zarbon, if Zarbon's dead, you're cooked. I think in terms of getting bosses, in terms of protecting towers, Zarbon is your strongest arsenal by far. But also using your supernova to also help you protect Zarbon or push people back, right? You could use your supernova as a scare tactic. I've seen Frieza players just like hold their supernova sometimes, just scaring people away, and then you can just cancel it after and save it for later, right? It's kind of funny in that regard, but that's where just like being careful with how you place them is the biggest deal of all time. But yeah, honestly, with Frieza, I wouldn't even ever push towers from those towards Frieza unless you're with an ally, because Frieza is like without his allies, it's just like kind of just like a sitting duck. And if you use your skill kind of cooldowns on the Gekishin highs, then you can't really get away from any situations. So that could be a little annoying. It's Piccolo. Oh, okay. They just ran in there. Okay. I'm at peace and in charge of your own destiny. Fucking me ball. Let's see here. Lightning Step. Never run that card. But Super Saiyan 3?
Especially not as Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
Yeah, no. Super Saiyan 3 is like great. Just like coming in and assassinating someone. Right here you have an advantage though, because you're towers and you're just like going for tower. I mean, you probably could have just picked Oob off, honestly, there, but not that it really matters. The enemy team was just kind of forced right there to either go for boss or protect tower, and either way they would have just been in a disadvantage. Right here you could have IT'd. Actually, no, you couldn't have. Why did you? Well, your IT is on cooldown here. Oh, okay. What I would have done here is you probably could have just waited for your cooldown on your second skill to go away instead of using your IT skill. Because, again, I know you're just looking at it like, oh, I could just kill this tower here. If you waited just a second, you could have saved your IT skill and then IT Kamehameha onto them. Instead, you used your IT skill, so you didn't have that as an option. Not that it necessarily matters here, but it's just for a more effective kind of planning, right? Especially like in the future, where if you're not getting a tower winning kind of victory right here.
On top of that too, right? I would say that he just got his cooldown back. For Dragon Fist, you have them all lined up like that. On top of it, like, you know that you are gonna have to go for the Dragon Shell afterwards. So rather than using the Kamehameha and then not even charging it to max, and then using the Dragon like Strike or whatever it's called, the second skill, or the third skill, sorry. Just use the ult, because it would have not only gotten the kills there, but it also would have been a lot faster in activating, rather than charging up the Kamehameha. You know.
Another thing is that
this is instant.
Explosive Strike, like you had it leveled up to level 2 over IT or Kamehameha level 3. You should just like skip this skill most of the time. Like the skill is like, okay, it could be good for like getting away, but realistically you have IT as a way to get out of situations, worst case scenario. But having Super Kamehameha level 3 is crazy. It's a really, really big difference going from level 2 to level 3. And that could have allowed you just...
there too.
You probably would have just killed them a lot easier.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, though. Don't do this, defend towers. I mean, you made the right play at the end of the day, because at the end, like, there's not much that the enemy team could have done there. Even if they got boss, it's not like they were getting triple boss. So you could have just pushed their towers, especially with 3 of them dead. Oob just kind of was like dead. I guess you could have just gone for the team wipe on Oob right here, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, there's a second clip, my bad. Like Oob was by himself, no? Or am I just like mistaken? Well, Oob was by himself on the map. But still. Like they went for boss, but they should have been protecting tower. They are instead going for boss when it didn't really matter.
Good situational awareness for sure.
Yeah. Or here's Vegeta.
There's no way. Oh no.
This is crazy. That's just on the enemy team.
I don't know what the enemy team was doing.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way.
Again, not this is a good play for sure and going for that. I've always said it to like people who I play with, but if you notice that you're not getting to the certain health threshold that you want to be at, in order to like preserve the transformation and be able to get that like health restoration, right? Just use it. If you're like level 9, level 10, I feel like the amount of boost in stats that you get is going to be much more useful than holding on to that and hoping that you can get the like some big play with your health being restored, right? Especially because a lot of passives like Vegeta get stronger once you transform, so you're inherently making yourself weaker by not transforming as well, and holding on to it for that long probably isn't the best thing to do.
I mean, yeah, it helped out here, like having that transformation, but still, like we would have just done more damage and stuff. Like that health increase right there you saw. Like look at the difference. It's pretty significant. Like that's just health.
Yeah, it almost doubled in health.
That's just health that you would have had anyways, and you would have done more damage to this regardless. And I think it would. I don't know if transformations, like if it will deal more tower damage as well.
I think it does because it still counts as like a...
Yeah, it's a stat boost, no?
Yeah, it's a stat boost. So it should
you
also
get a
just
stat
deal
boost
more
all
damage.
around.
Like look at the damage you're doing to the tower. You're like doing. You had to use all of your skills. Like you could have killed this tower in like 3 hits instead of 4. If you're already transformed right there. Good use of Roto though. That was a really good use of Roto in my opinion. You had 2 enemies right there. Just rolled them. That's pretty funny. They fumbled really hard there. They should have been like, hey, we're pushing up here. Where is Vegeta at? I wonder where this Vegeta. They didn't think about you at all. So they just only really pushed tower. And for some reason they let Krillin hold them back. You know what? Whatever.
Maybe
works.
they got blinded and didn't see that Vegeta wasn't there.
They were down 2. And they decided to push for the tower.
Krillin got a kill.
Krillin did get a kill on Deborah, but still, they were up. They had 3v1, 3v2 right there, and they didn't know where the second character was. I mean, at that point, it was just too late for them to take down tower once Vegeta started doing damage. So that was unfortunate for them, but yeah, I don't know.
I didn't even notice. There's also I think another thing of like you just wanting to max out any skill. Beforehand.
You max out skill 1 over skill 2.
All right. Well, I was gonna say even before that, because I think they just went 2 in everything, didn't they?
Yeah.
I feel like usually prioritizing something to just get it maxed out is better than just going all around for everything.
Because the jump from skill 2 to skill 3,
the AOE increase, yeah, it's just. I feel like it's better than just doing minimals everywhere.
For many skills, the jump for skill from 2 to 3 is just super massive. Yeah. We still have a bunch of them here, but this video is 50 minutes long. I wonder if we should just like split this into just the second part. Because look, we have.
I think you can link the tweet again.
We have a bunch of replies. Like, there's still so many clips we could see. So we'll probably just split this into 2, maybe, unless you guys want to keep going.
I think we can split this into 2.
Yeah, we can split 2 with Zamasu.
Because then we can.
We'll get Zamasu in here. Yeah, we'll just split it into 2. So we'll react to more of these later, but we appreciate you all for kind of replying. I'll bookmark the ones that we need to respond to just so that we could kind of know what they are. But I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.